get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's the coach here, and I'm doing another college football season predictions video where I break down the team, give you what I believe is their season win total, go game by game. I'm doing NC State today. I have other videos, check them out. Florida State, Texas, even though the audio sucks. Colorado, getting a lot of hate from Colorado fans. Sorry, just what I think. It's predictions. It's predictions is a lie. Don't take it so serious. Without further ado, let's get going. Let's do NC State. With another year, offensive coordinator Robert Anae's offense and a group of new weapons, NC State appears primed to put up points at a higher clip this season. The defense, which helped the Pack in games last year, keep teams basically from being able to do pretty much anything. The defense was legit last year. Could have some growing pains without linebacker Peyton Willis anchoring the defensive unit. The defense finds its footing. NC State has the opportunity to compete for an ACC championship game in 2024. So let's preview the offensive side of the ball. NC State's offense took some time to gel in Anae's first year as the Wolfpack coordinator in 2023, but the unit found its stride down the stretch of the season. The Aydan White's offense outscored its opponents 144-77 during the team's 5-game winning streak to close out the regular season. Now, with a new QB in Coastal Carolina transfer Grayson McCall, who was a legit non-power school QB last year and looks to take the step up, and I think he will be one of the top quarterbacks in the ACC this year, has a very explosive group of receivers. The Wolfpack are primed to build off last season's success. Wideout Kevin, or better known as KC Concepcion, is back after winning the ACC Rookie of the Year award. He had an amazing season with 64 receptions, over 1,000 all-purpose yards, and 10 touchdowns. Enjoy him while you have him, Wolfpack fans, because he's a guy who will be playing on Sundays. But the Pack will not be a one-dimensional threat after adding Ohio State transfer wideout Noah Rogers, along with Duke transfer running back Jordan Waters. NC State's offense will have the weapons at each level of the field, making it tough for defense to defend just KC in the slot. Now, flipping over to the other side of the ball, the Wolfpack have big shoes to fill defensively after linebacker Peyton Willis departed for the NFL. While Willis and his 138 total tackles, 17.5 for a loss, have departed, they will have a somewhat new-look defense in terms of personnel. The Wolfpack will have a new trio of starting linebackers, with Cleveland will slide into the starting nose tackle spot. The secondary, which helped the Pack rank first in the ACC with 17 interceptions last year, returns standout corner Aydan White, but he is joined by a plethora of new faces on the back end. Coordinator Tony Gibson added a couple of defensive backs in the spring portal to boost the team's depth and add some talent. The defense will be slightly worse in my opinion this year, but the offense taking that boost should balance out the team, and we should have a really good Wolfpack team. A few of the other guys I like on the defense to step up is Sean Brown, Devin Boykin, and transfer from Ohio State and Syracuse, Jahad Carter, to name a few other guys on the defense side of the ball that I believe will step up and help this defense be successful. Previewing the special team side of the ball, NC State has kind of turned into one of the premier programs for punters, which I guess if you're known for something, that's a good thing to be known for, or not known for, I don't know. Take that how you want. But they had Caden Newkeister, appears to be on track to extend that reputation. He led the ACC with 71 punts for over 3,000 yards, with 25 inside the 20-yard line and 11 longer than 50 yards last year. So that was the quick preview of NC State. So let's get into my thoughts going game by game. But first, please, if you're liking the content, please like and subscribe. We're on the road to 500. We appreciate all the support that you begin us on the comments. It's fun to argue in the comment section. I've been enjoying it. I've been loving it. So please, if you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. And without further ado, let's get into NC State's schedule for 2024. All right, they start off the season August 29th at home against Western Carolina, which I think is just a nice, easy cupcake game. get the ball going, move the ball, score some touchdowns, hopefully get your starters out by the third quarter, and relax and enjoy, the first week of football just being back. Then they have a fun one in Charlotte, North Carolina. They're playing the Duke's Mayo Classic against Tennessee, and this is when things get real. They have a really tough schedule in September, and September 7th, Tennessee is no joke. This one, I think they could win. I've been torn, I've been split, I've been going back and forth. Tennessee with the young QB and some inexperience on that side of the ball. I think NC State could take advantage of that and get the win, but I just don't see it. I think there's just a big enough gap between SEC and ACC talent, and I think Tennessee's going to kind of showcase that. A lot of hate in the comments for that, but that's just how I feel. And Tennessee, I think, sneaks out a close one and beats NC State. I think Tennessee's a little bit better of a team, and I think NC State takes a tough loss. Then they get a nice game back at home against Louisiana Tech, and they're going to win that one on September 14th. Will be a no contest. They'll beat the brakes off and get revenge and be sitting at 2-1, where they're going to need all the help they can get to beat, I think, Clemson on the road. If this was at home, I'd be so confident NC State to win it. I believe in them. I think NC State's better than Clemson this year. I know. Some people probably don't think I'm crazy, think I'm stupid, but I really do think NC State's better than Clemson. But it being on the road, Clemson's a tough place to play. It's Death Valley for a reason, and I just think it's not going to go NC State's way. So I have them going 2-2. Now, they could easily be 4-0. If they're 4-0, they are looking like a team that could be a top 2 seed in the playoffs if they find a way to win Tennessee and Clemson. I just don't see it. I'm going to do more likely they probably go 3-1 in this stretch, but I'm gonna have them go 2-2 and move on into Northern Illinois back at home. I think this is an easy win. It's also Parents and Families Day, so good for them. The parents and families can get a nice win here and move on to October, where they're going to get into their ACC stretch here. They're going to play Wake Forest October 5th, win that one. Syracuse October 12th. I think Syracuse is going to surprise some people, but they're not beating NC State. Then they got Cal on the road. This one could be a tough one. I could see this be a sneaky upset here where Cal beats them just because of the travel. I mean, having to go and play. You're at home and then you got to fly all across the country the following week and play Cal. I think that's going to trip up some teams this year and be interesting. But I think they'll win this one. I think it's going to be a lot closer than people realize, just because I think Cal's a decent football team, and NC State's going to have to travel to the West Coast, which I think is going to mess them up a little bit. Then they got Stanford at home. I think now you flip it. Stanford having to travel all the way across. They're not that great of a team, and I think you get a nice, easy win to start November there. So after a tough loss to Clemson, you go and rattle off 5 wins in a row. So you're sitting really pretty, and you're looking really good at 7-2. Then you get to the last 3 games in the ACC. You got Duke at home. Duke's not the same team. Lost their coach, lost a lot of talent. You beat them. Georgia Tech, I like where Georgia Tech is at. They're growing. They're becoming a fun, interesting program. Just not ready yet. It is on a Thursday, which makes things interesting. It is on the road. So maybe Georgia Tech goes in the game, but NC State wins this one. And then they get their rival, North Carolina, in Chapel Hill. Makes things interesting, makes things difficult. End of the season, though, I think NC State pulls this one out to go 10-2. So they have a really good season. I think they're a playoff contender. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I had in my Florida State game video, I had Florida State and Miami making the ACC championship. I really think there could be a 4-way tie. I think North Carolina State, Clemson, Miami, and Florida State could all literally go with 1 loss each in the ACC, which I don't know how the tiebreakers will work. Didn't really want to dive too deep into it in a predictions video because it probably won't happen, but it could happen. There could be a 4-way tie between those 4, and then it could be very interesting to see who gets into the ACC championship at Florida State and Miami in my prediction. But NC State's right there. I think there's 4 teams in the ACC this year. It's those 4. I think you're a playoff contender this year. I think you're a really good team, a really interesting team. I'll be excited to see what they can do. If they can get through the first 4 games and survive that, I think they can go on a run and be a very exciting team. So what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you agree with me, disagree with me? Let me know. And then until next time, peace.